Hi guys, as you may know, we've been on a mission of helping people with their property search. It's been mental. One of our posts got over 100 comments of people asking for help. We found two properties for one lady and we booked a viewing of another lady. So that was really successful. But as you know, I'm only searching in London and we haven't been able to help as many as you as we'd like. So I wanted to create a video that will be able to help those that I haven't been able to help by showing you how you can find a universal credit property by yourself using the same techniques and methods that I use. So I've created the next video to give you an inclination into how to do that. So my name is Denzel. I'm the CEO of Social Housing London, and what we do is that we help people on universal credit find properties to live, and also landlords find applicants that are on universal credit. So the first step when looking for a property on universal credit is to make a plan. And what I mean by making a plan is trying to make as many different areas to be your where you could live in. So let's say, for example, you live in Merton. Try to make, okay, Merton's your first priority, but then put a second catchment of areas in for example, using the neighbouring boroughs like Sutton, Kingston, Richmond, Croydon and Wandsworth. And then if you've made a second priority of areas, then make a third priority of areas, which could be Hounslow, Ealing, Hammersmith and Fulham, Southwark, Croydon. So it's really important to have a diverse a range of areas that you could be looking at if you're looking to find a property on universal credit. Usually it takes a lot sooner to find a property than if you just have specifically one area. The second part is that you need to make a budget, and you can make this budget by going onto the LHA website and then checking how much universal credit will pay for your specific postcode. So let me just show you an example right now. So let's say, for example, I go to the LHA website, which is just here. I type in the postcode SW161NT. It tells me all the rents there, as you can see. Now, let's get back to that. So now we've made our budget and we've got our areas. The next thing we need to do is get our finances in order. So if you're employed, what's your monthly salary? And if you're a contractor or self-employed, what's your average salary over the last 6 months? Then lastly, if you're on benefits, go and figure out what your benefits is by using the Entitled To calculator. And you can just use that, and the link looks something like this. So you start your calculation from here. And then once you've started your calculations, you then get your figures together. For example, you're a mom who works part-time on a temporary contract and your paycheck may fluctuate between £350 to £400 over 6 months. So your average is £375. And then you fill in your entitled to details and it tells you that you get 1,200 benefits per month. So whenever you go to meet landlords and agents, you tell them that my salary on average is £1,575 per month. Okay, now that we've got the budget and we've got the plan out the way, let's actually start the search. Oh, that's my morning alarm. So, finding a property via a private landlord. So there's always make 4 websites, which is OpenRent, Spare Room, Facebook Marketplace and Gumtree. Remember, using the budgets that we found, go on each of these websites and enter in your property and search parameters to find the property that you're looking for. And the point is this: try to send a short and sweet message. Don't send a message with too much information inside of it. Compliment the property, express your interest, and also ask to book a viewing. Once you've done that, ask and try to get the landlord's number for a viewing. Once you have their number, give them a call and pitch. And when you're pitching to a landlord, appeal to their human sides, because humans love to do business with humans. Tell them exactly why you'd be a good fit for the property. Like, for example, you have a nursery that's around the corner, you grew up in the area, and tell them all the good stuff, like you've never missed a rent payment and you've got previous landlord references. Don't beg, but tell them why this property will be special to you. And don't say anything unnecessary. Don't speak too much. For example, I had an applicant go through an elaborate explanation about the reason why she's trying to find a property is because her boyfriend was beaten up and the police got involved and she was barred from moving into that borough. That was unnecessary information the landlord didn't need to know. Just keep it sweet and short. Appeal to his human side and really assure him that you're going to look after his property and pay your rent on time. So now, finding a property via a letting agency. Bear in mind you're going to face a lot of discrimination, but keep going. So use your websites, either Rightmove or Zoopla, and using the same tools that we said last night, but what we said before in terms of budget and plan, but this time follow the following script. Hello, is your property on Dingy Road still available? Okay, that's awesome. I was wondering if it would be suitable for full-time working applicants on universal credit. And then they might say yes, and then you say, okay, that's awesome. Then you say, when can I book a viewing? So that's the script that I use for letting agents, and you got to make the calls. And also try to make sure they understand your situation and income. And if they still say no, move on and find the next property. Keep this up and try to spend at least 5 hours making calls or messages per week. And remember, I'm here to help. If you'd like some assistance in what I discussed in this video and need some advice, drop me a private message. And if you'd like us to help you find a property and you're in London, drop me a message, and I'll be more than happy to speak to all of you guys. Thanks guys, and thanks for listening.